King of TV Bowling presents the Gilmore Lanes Sunday Shootout. Brought to you by Furniture Fair. For style and flair, your best buy is at Furniture Fair. Rib City, real barbecue and great ribs. Bowler's Edge Pro Shop at Gilmore Lanes. Master Performance, Value, and Craftsmanship. Powerhouse, the professional's choice. And by Ebonite International, building the best brands in bowling. Good afternoon, everyone. Vic Amon here with another King of TV Bowling Sweeper Series. Today we are at Gilmore Lanes, where we have Brad Allen facing off against Chad Harper. This is going to be an exciting match, folks, as these guys are warming up. You probably recognize Chad's face from last week. He faced off against Nedra Nichting, the Buckeye Belle, and ran into a buzzsaw as she was putting it to him pretty good last week. Let's see if he can recover from that shellacking, so to speak. But Chad has another formidable opponent this week in Brad Allen. He is an accomplished bowler in his own right. And we're going to get a look at him first as he's starting out the match on the left-hand lane. Our apologies in advance, folks. We're currently fighting a little bit of the fall allergies, so bear with us. As Brad Allen gets started out, playing a deep inside line, shredding the rack, leaving a 7-pin. It's a good pitch out there for Brad, just not getting a great break on the pin carry. So he'll have an easy single pin spare to bring back here. Brad gets that good clean roll on the ball, medium speed, really lets the lane take it. So he brings the spare back here. All right, we're going to get another look at Chad Harper here. Chad plugging away again, and he makes the telecast for the second straight week. Looks like he's starting it out with the Hustle Pro. So, when he didn't waste any time there, folks. Flush on the 1-3. Chad's on the board quick. Taking an early lead. See if he can jump out to an early double. We'd like to thank everybody that stopped on out to Gilmore Lanes today. There was a lot of events going on. We had a couple tournaments in the Dayton area as well as Northern Kentucky, and we just want to thank the folks that stopped on out to Gilmore this morning to participate in our event. As Chad shreds the rack on lane 19, leaving the 7-pin as well. So both bowlers on the left-hand lane not quite getting the pin carry they were looking for early on in this match. See how that shakes out, if that's going to be an issue or not. Chad brings the spare back. So he has 20 in the first. Let's see if Brad can get on that strike train here. Both of these guys battled through some tough competition and match play to get to the finals today. Brad playing that deep inside line. Just a little soft with his speed on that one. Going through the nose, leaving the Greek church. Very, very tough split to make here. Let's see how he approaches this one. He elects to go with his strike ball. See if he's going to try and hook it into it. It's close. He gets the break. Getting the pin off the sideboard, taking out the 4-pin late. Folks, that was an impressive cover there. I mean, you just do not see that made every day. Brad Allen making the Greek church there. Let's see if he can build on that impressive cover. Get on this strike train here. Put some pressure back on Chad Harper. As Brad gets deep inside again. Shakes him up, but leaves the half 10. Could quite possibly be seeing a little bit of carry down on the championship pair here today. Balls are not quite finishing like they were in the qualifier and early match play. So let's see if this left-hand lane is going to be a pain in the side of the final match here for the bowlers. As Brad brings the spare back. Chad getting set. Right-hand lane. He'll be on lane 20. It's a good pitch there. Chad getting the love tap on the 10. He's getting some good clean roll today with that Hustle Pro, making it look good. Let's see if he can hit this troublesome left-hand lane here and get the first double of the match. A little bit more speed, a little bit more direct. Getting the Wally. Hitting him thin to win, as Slam and Sam used to say. Chad gets the first double of this match and applies the pressure to Brad Allen. Folks, you too could be our next featured champion on the King of TV Bowling Sweeper Series. We are currently holding qualifiers at Coleraine Bowl tonight at 6:30. And every other week after that, we will be at Gilmore Lanes throughout the winter at 1 o'clock on Sundays, as well as Coleraine Bowl at 6:30, as we stated. As Brad goes deep inside on lane 20, finally gets some positive pin carry. We are currently in the works of looking to gain another center here during the week, possibly in the Northern Kentucky area or in the east side of town. So stay tuned for further information on that. This Sunday will be the final week of the Halt the Hitmen series out at Coleraine Bowl. Get your chance to be one of the Cincinnati Snipers against the Philadelphia Hitmen. That will be held at Crossgate Lanes this Tuesday. As Brad gets deep inside again, getting the break, kicking out the 10-pin there. So he's getting some of that good quality pin carry that we were hoping to see earlier on in this match. All right, well, Brad's posting a little bit of a challenge back to Chad. Chad's on a double of his own at this point. Let's see how he responds here. That's a good pitch there. Flushing the 1-3. Chad Harper could be off to the races at this point. jumps out to a comfortable lead in this match. He could really put the screws to Brad here real quick if he throws a four-bagger here. So, let's see if he goes with the same strategy he did before. Last time on this lane, he went a little bit more direct with a lot more speed. Good shot there. 1-3 pocket all filled up. 10 of the pit. Every pin doing its job. Chad Harper has himself a strike. So he is really tighten the screws on Brad Allen here. So let's see how Brad responds. And post the challenge back. He really has to get back into this match here. So Brad's got to get on that strike train. So he goes deep again. Great shot, leaving the smash 10. As he gets set here for the spare as he picks it up. Good cover. At this point, Brad has 103 in the fifth, and Chad is on a string, so he's looking to have a 50 to 60 pin lead here, depending on what he does in the next frame. Brad has got to get on the strike train here. He has got to mount some kind of charge and finish strong here. As he goes high on the left-hand lane, leaving the 4-7. Just a touch soft on his speed again. That left-hand lane has been giving him fits. As he brings the spare back nicely. Alright folks, well, we'd like to thank some of the sponsors that makes all this possible. We'd like to thank Furniture Fair. For style and flair, your best buy definitely is at Furniture Fair. Stop on out to their Route 4 or Coleraine locations. Tell them the King of TV Bowling sent you. And they'll get you set up with some of that fine quality furniture out there at Furniture Fair. As Chad Harper gets set here on the right-hand lane. He just pumps another one in there, folks, and puts another nail in the coffin here, so to speak. He is out to a 60-pin lead. Going at a 280 clip, so he is really putting the hammer down at this point. It's another good shot there. He gets the break, tripping out the 4-6. Got a little soft with his speed. The ball crept through the nose, but he had enough of that good clean roll to break that split up. At this point, Brad has to mount some kind of a challenge to make it respectable, but Chad just needs to stay in the building, quite honestly. This match is almost on lock, not mathematically, but possible with Brad not striking here. It's not looking good. So let's see if he can bring this 10-pin back and get something going. That's how this game can be sometimes. You just either carry or you don't. As he brings brings the spare back nicely. We are bowling on Gilmore Lane's modified house pattern. And you still got to carry, folks. I mean, a lot of people post qualms about bowling on house, THS, but you still got to throw the ball. You got to throw 12 quality pitches and get that pin carry to go with it, quite honestly. So, I mean, if you don't figure it out, you're going to run into the freight train. So, as Brad sees he makes the adjustment there, shakes him up, hitting him thin to win, as Slam and Sam used to say. Finally gets that break, and there's that smile. But Brad's a great competitor, and he'll definitely be back. He is a very accomplished bowler. So, just ran into that buzzsaw today. As Chad knows, he struggled last week with the pin carry against Nedra. So maybe it's a little bit of a vindication. As Chad goes through the nose, leaving the 6-9-10. A very choppable split, or spare, I might add. As he changes to the Storm Ice. A harder surface friction ball brings the spare back. As Chad's going through the motions here. Another good pitch, leaving the smash 10. With a spare and a fill, Chad will be in the 240 plus range. As he brings that spare back nicely. Wheels another one out there, folks. Flush in the 1-3. So Chad Harper with a great showing today. Showcasing that talent that we have in the area. Great shooting there, Chad. Is Brad looking to finish out here? Throws probably his first errant shot of the match. Going way wide of the pocket, leaving the picket fence. The 1-2-4-7. As this match is over at this point, Brad's just basically filling it out here for us. But as we stated, he'll definitely be back. So as he brings that spare back nicely, covering the pins with the ball, going right down the line. That's how you draw it up. With a fill here, that'll put Brad at 199. Not what he was looking for, but still respectable. Your winner today is Chad Harper, winning 246 to 199. This has been the Gilmore Lanes Sunday Shootout. Sponsored by Furniture Fair. For style and flair, your best buy is at Furniture Fair.
Beauty Delight, the BPA king of TV bowling.
Rib City, real barbecue and great ribs. Bowler's Edge Pro Shop at Gilmore Lanes. Powerhouse, the professional's choice. Master, performance, value, craftsmanship. Strike Lane Pro Shop. And by Ebonite International, building the best brands in bowling.